I paid $750 for this book called The Email Client Horde by Ben Settle. And the subtitle to this is For Getting Hungry Copywriting, Coaching, and Consulting Clients Chasing You Down, Demanding to Hire You. And that's exactly what I was able to do when I implemented what's inside this book. And really, not only was I able to get copywriting clients for myself, but I was also able to get better results for my clients, which made it so that I could charge more, get more referrals, and be able to get better case studies, which makes it way easier to get clients in the first place. So, the first thing that I learned in this book, which is in chapter 2, is to create some kind of conversion asset that shows that you are a good writer and explains your expertise so that people are excited to work with you, and it puts you above the other copywriters that aren't doing this. And so what he talks about in this book is to write a book. So ironically, it's to write a book. And I thought that that was way too big of a task. It takes years and months to write a book. And really, I would have believed that and wouldn't have implemented this if at the same time that I was reading this book, I found a video by Frank Kern, which was called Book in a Weekend or Book in 5 Days or something like that. Something along the lines of writing a book really fast. And he broke down the 4 steps to writing a book. So, number one is figuring out what is the 3 to 5 step process that you take people through to get them the result that you want. And so for my email marketing agency, it's figuring out their deliverability issues, then figuring out the holes in their current strategy, fixing those, and then writing daily emails, and basically clients will come in from there. So what I did was I broke down, so that was 4 steps. And then in Frank Kern's video, he talks about how you should structure the book, which is in each point of the book, you're going to have a story of yourself, of how you implemented it, how you came about it. And then number two is going to be, or the second part is how other people have been able to utilize that and be able to get more clients or what result they got from it. And then a little bit of training on how to implement that. An example inside my book is I talk about how to optimize your opt-in sequence. And so what I talked about is how I struggled to get my clients great results from their opt-in sequence because I was trying to do all these long storytelling emails and nurture and branding, and really what I needed to do was just get them to take the action that I wanted them to, which in my case for my clients is booking a call. I needed to do that as soon as possible because when the first 5 to 10 days of somebody opting in is when they are the hottest and most likely to take the action that you want them to, which is either to purchase or book a call. So that's what I transitioned to, was making it more direct and more of, yeah, here you opted in for this thing, here's this thing, but also we can help you accomplish this. And every single email like that was like that for the first 5, with mix in some case studies and a little bit of value. But ultimately it was like book a freaking call. And that made my results way better for my clients. And then I talked about the results my client was able to get when I did that. So really, that's exactly how I structured every single chapter of the book, and it made it really easy to write. And so the other thing that Frank Kern talked about, another step, was to outline your book. So what is the story? What is the clients or your how other people have benefited from what you discovered? And then the training part of it, he said, outline that, and then get on some transcription software. I used Otter AI, and I just talked through all those points, took the transcription, put it into a Google Doc, and then made it into a book. So is this like the highest quality book? I mean, no, to be honest. If you write a book in 72 hours, it's probably not going to be the best. But what it did was it put me above everybody else that my prospects were looking into as a copywriter, because I was like, oh, I have a book. And then I read the book and they're like, oh, this guy can write, this guy gets people results, and he knows what he's freaking talking about. So they went with me way more than other people. So that is the first thing that I learned from this book, and can't recommend it enough. The next thing that I learned from this book is really to make yourself not seem desperate for clients. And now this is something that was kind of a light bulb to me, to be honest, because I was like, oh, I'm going to be the guy that's always available, that is going to take on as many clients as I can. And he talked about creating exclusivity. So you only work with a certain amount of people. And if somebody hits you up to work with you, that you're not desperately trying to book the call and making it like seeming too eager. So instead, when somebody would hit me up to write their emails, I would just say like, yeah, I could talk with you probably next week. To this week's been really busy, or it's going to be really busy. But what does like next Wednesday look like? So I come off very nonchalant and that I'm not eager, I'm not rushing the process. And obviously, if you're doing outbound cold emailing or cold calling to get email or to get clients, this doesn't work because you hit them up. But what I was doing to get clients was now the third part of what he talks about in this book, which is to publish content. So I started publishing content showcasing what I could do on Facebook. And my strategy was really to post content on Facebook and to go into Facebook groups where I knew my target audience was. And I didn't make this up by any means. There's 1,000 people that teach the strategy, but it works really freaking well if you do it right, which is to go into Facebook groups, add people as friends that look like your ideal prospect, do like 25 to 50 a day, post content, start conversations with people, and keep posting your content. And then people will start hitting you up and booking calls with you. So that's really the third part of this book that helped me a lot, was to get copywriting clients, or to obviously get copywriting clients, but to start publishing content to get clients. The other thing that you could do that has helped a lot for me is being able to try and get on other people's podcasts. I've been on a handful of people's podcasts, and at the end of it, since you have your book, is you then push people to opt in for the book. The other thing that the book does really well is, obviously, if you're on a podcast with somebody, they're like, how can people learn more about you? You can tell people to go to the book. And then the other thing is that when you are creating content, you can showcase your book, and that instantly boosts you in your authority with prospects, and it makes it so you have a soft ask instead of always book a call. You actually have something to give them in exchange, and then you get their email. And then the last part of the book, I know I said 3 and this is like 5 now, but this book was really freaking good, was to send daily emails to your list. Do I do that? No, because my list is not very big. And so I'll be honest, I don't do that, but that's what I do for my clients who have big lists, because my list is just a few hundred because I grow it organically. I'm not running ads. And so to me, like sending out a daily email, I'll send a few a month, but really I'm not sending daily emails, but just what he recommends. You can see here, it says the 1 email a day system. So I don't think that's really necessary until you have a pretty sizable email list. And that's really, anyway, that's that's my thoughts on that. It does help for sure the more you can get in front of people. And the thing about sending a daily email is, just like with the book, it showcases that you know what you're talking about and that you can write. So let me know if you have any questions on those 3 steps. I answer every single comment. So, and it doesn't even have to be about the book. It could be about anything about getting copywriting clients, copywriting, Facebook ads, email marketing, anything related to marketing. Drop your comment or drop a comment below. I'll answer either in the comments if it's a quick answer, or I'll make a video on it. And the next thing is, if you found value in this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, all the fun YouTube things, and I will see you in the next video.